Welcome everyone. This is a CNCF event, and remember to be kind with each other. This recording this call is being recorded, so if you don't want to show your face, turn off your camera. And yeah, only item in the agenda is that we are not having meeting next week because of KubeCon. Anyone else would like to bring any other topic, introduce themselves?
I think I can add a topic because I worked on it today and people were asking a bit for it.
Thank you, Luca.
Basically, as part of the work that we were doing about supply chain security, but not just that, I started to take a look into the default Falco driver loader image, and I've noticed something. I've noticed that we have used, if you're not familiar, we have used an old image that has existed, I think, since Falco was, that has a bunch of compilers. We know the problems with that image. We know that it's got a lot of old packages because it tries to compile the kernel module of BPF probe for old kernels. And it looks like it's got a lot of vulnerabilities, but they're false positives. We know a lot of the aspects of that image that we don't particularly like. And I think it might be time to discuss or to share ideas about if we want to upgrade that specific image, because I took a look at the drivers we build, and it looks like most of them actually require a newer image because they require a newer GCC version. Now, I don't know exactly when we can plan this for whatever release. That's not important, but I'm always nervous when doing any of this sort of changes, because I know that I'm going to break. If anyone does these changes, they're going to break someone that was able to install Falco yesterday just fine, and we're going to make to allow other people instead to empower them to build. So that's something that it's probably a matter of discussion and not just a decision that someone can take at any moment. So I wrote a somewhat lengthy issue that I'm going to post here, and ideas are welcome. I know that there's no perfect solution there because no such thing, but perhaps we can start thinking about it. Maybe we can have a Falco release that has even less vulnerabilities in that image. And we are also trying to, of course, reduce drastically the number of vulnerabilities in other images, but that's a separate issue. But still, it's I think it's something that some people might be interested in. I think it's the right issue there. And I wrote it today because I had some notes about that, and I think it's interesting to know.
Thank you. So, is there something you want to discuss in the test infra working group, or is more?
I think this is general Falco. I mean, it's something that touches the supply chain security, because if you look at software composition analysis, it's reporting maybe hundreds of vulnerabilities in that image that are false positives, but it's reporting them. So if we can have less, it's better. It's something that touches, of course, well, test infra, I'm not sure, really. I don't think it touches really test infra, because that part uses driver kit, which I also based my analysis on, because I could get some cool data out of it. But it touches the use of Falco, because a change in that image pretty much determines if you will be able to build your own driver or not. Of course, if you are on a very new distribution and you can use the modern BPF probe, that's none of your concern, because modern BPF probe doesn't require any of that. But we live in a world where nobody uses the latest and greatest for a reason, and so the vast majority of distributions still need that image in order to operate and need to download the drivers or to build one. We pre-build the thousands of them, so it's not like we do nothing, but still, I think that's something that can be improved. That's an area that can be improved.
And I think I remember that we wanted to migrate from the current driver loader script to Falco CTL. That would mean an intermediate step, or we could apply those changes to the final image with Falco CTL.
I think that's a separate issue, because in that case, we are thinking about replacing the bash script, which people that know me know what I think about bash scripts that are longer than timelines. And I think that would be a good idea also because, for example, Falco CTL or even another binary if necessary, if we see that it's necessary, that's written in Go, can be deployed much more easily, it can be tested much more easily. So I think that's another angle that's another thing. But here the base image is actually a bit different, I think. I had ideas about also not touching the base image, but it's not something that I would be confident deploying in production. I think we need somehow to make sure that our image has good compatibility with what people want to do, and still plan also for the future. That answers that.
Yep.
And also remove the bash script. Yes, remove the bash script. Not the same issue, but remove the bash script.
Agree. Well, it's great that we have the issue, so we can start discussing it there. I would say we could revisit this in 2 weeks and see what people have already contributed to the brainstorming, to the ideas.
Cool, thank you.
Any other topic? Any other comments? All right, then I think we are done. I'm not going to ask who's going to be the MC next time because we always get the same answer. So I will just leave that open for spontaneity. All right, then thank you everyone, and hope to see some of you next week in KubeCon, otherwise in 2 weeks here. Have a great day.
Bye.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye.